Hey everybody, it's Andy's free guitar chart videos, and this is a free lesson for my YouTube subscribers or Facebook group members, or anyone actually who can locate the videos or the Facebook group. Keep in mind the full videos are on my Facebook group. The link is below. Cut it and paste it, select it, and right click and go to, and you can get to the group. You can request entry, or you can just view the full video there if you'd rather do that, or just view them in the segments as usual on YouTube. I appreciate that too. That might be easier. And chart number 125 here is Caged Modal Magic and String Circle Roundups. And what that is, what I mean by a roundup, is really putting it all together, getting those directions of those circles straight. You'll notice that the magic fret circle, I've renamed it the magic fret circle, and the string circle is over here, just are the same thing in two different directions. Okay, but it's important because we want to go forward, we want to go clockwise. So the clockwise function of the magic fret circle up here, okay, is if I start a C shape on the string number 3, it becomes an A shape. So 1, 2, 3 right there. Now, how am I going to start a C shape on string number 3? Well, I can tell you right now from what we just found out, it's going to start from the A shape. So the A shape starts on a G in the key of C, because if you play an open A on your guitar, the low E string, becomes the 5th of A. So you start on the 5th of C. So in the A cage, if I start a C shape on the 3rd string in the A cage, so that would be like here, you can see that A shape taking form right there. So that's the clockwise usage of the magic fret circle. So it means if you're doing a solo or something, and say you're just doing an E shape here, let's try to get down to the 3rd string so we don't have to go so many strings. So say you're doing a C shape here. Now when I say C shape, I'm talking about right here. You see this little C right here? This is the new definitions. Now we've all seen the S2Ls and the S3Ls, and these are patterns, but we're no longer going to be dependent on patterns alone. We're going to take each string and call it a pattern itself. So it's going to kind of circumvent the warp, but you have to know where to put it anyway, in the cage or with the warp. But you're moving the whole little pattern there. So the warp doesn't affect these individual string patterns except horizontally, right? It doesn't change their shape. You half step, whole step here. So here's your C there. If you start that C shape anywhere, might as well use the key of C. So it'll be 3, 4, 5. Okay, according to the magic circle, okay, if you take a C shape and you're on the 3rd string, which it is, it's going to be an A. It takes place in the A shape. There's your A second inversion. Okay, so that's a little mention of the magic circle. Now, going backwards on the magic circle has an interesting effect, and we'll get to that towards the end of the lesson. It turns out that's going forwards on the string circle. Okay, and let's talk about horizontal and vertical. So horizontally, okay, we look at this, and if we're going in fifths here, so C goes to G, the fifth of G is D, the fifth of D is A, the fifth of A is E, the fifth of E is B, but we augment it because we have to cross the forbidden zone. So we augment it on the going in fifths. Going in fourths, the fourth of C is F, but we diminish it because we already crossed that. This time we kind of, just get right across it because we already know how to get across it. And then E goes to A, the fourth of A is D, the fourth of D is G. So we can see that the magic fret circle and the string circle go in fifths one way and in fourths in the other way. So that's a way to tell, to kind of jump cages. We're not doing caged now. Caged, first of all, caged positive, which is clockwise. Caged positive is a descending pentatonic scale. C, A, G, E, D. And then caged counterclockwise is an ascending pentatonic scale. Letter-wise, behooves you to do it in C because it's kind of phrased in C there. Okay? So, let's get some other basics going on. You can always start the scales from just the third. If I just start the scale from the third, I'll get a Phrygian, go 3 to 3. Lydian's defined as going 4 to 4 within the root scale. When 4 is the fourth scale degree, major scale degree. So that's what these modes are. You can do that. But let's look at this now. So we're redefining, we've kind of supercharged the S2L and the S3L now. They're the same way they used to be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root for S2L. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2 for S3L. And they stack on top of one another. So you look at this is this is steady state string pattern. Okay, and this is P4 tuning. Okay, so the way that pattern's stacked is as if it was tuned like this. Instead of, so you would have to adjust for the warp. The reason why it's not shown adjusted for the warp is because you could start it anywhere and then the warp would occur at a different string, the tuning warp. So what do we got down here? Big old diagram down here. This is the fretboard. This is the string circle fretboard. Well, what we were just talking about is over here. So this nice colored diagram is also over here. Here's a more familiar look at our patterns, right? We're not losing them. We're not abandoning them. We're going to be incorporating them into the theories. Just like if you were incorporating Newtonian physics into Einsteinian physics, you just essentially set V equals 0. So, compared to the speed of light, But that kind of thing, you could do it in the equation and get some kind of minuscule answer. So, this is still valid, but these are shapes now. So whatever the key, it doesn't matter. It could be